Hello, my Blue Jays fans. Welcome to Johnny Watt Sports Desk. The Blue Jays won 6-1. I'm going to show you highlights from the Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Yankees. Enjoy the highlights.
We roll into a Friday night as we make our way to the Bronx. Friday, it's the New York Yankees against the Toronto. So, and Dan, two American League East rivals here. Two teams
know who's going tomorrow. Had some things to say about Garrett.
The Yankees still have a pretty good ball club, despite the fact they've had Luis Severino, Carlos Rodon, Frankie Montas in the.
He's need to get back into that lineup. Also back into that starting with all cylinders.
Well, is any one guy important to
Judge goes? He had a monster year last year. Signed. The Yankees win when he plays well.
He needs for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, after his 62 homes. Toronto's got a pretty loaded lineup, and they have three men right now.
Three horses in this Blue Jays lineup. Matt Chapman, one day to be an AL MVP, and Vlad Jr.
Also have a pretty good supporting cast as well. It's not just former All-Stars.
Alejandro Kirk made an All-Star team. Ballpark, they have some team speed. They're as good as any team offense.
Made a run for it in 2021. Right now, we send it down.
Wayne. Yeah, as Dan said, the budding rivalry last year between hit batters and jawing on the biggest cheaters in the game last November.
We are in New York City as we see the head-to-head Yankee Stadium last season. Fewer matchups, which means tight division. Pretty much any of those teams capable.
He's have a decided edge against the Toronto Blue Jays as the bullpen. Though the Blue Jays have Jordan Romano at the back.
He takes the field here at Yankee Stadium. Three. The Blue Jays lineup features Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vlad Jr. currently has an MLB The Show 22 for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at Yankees. Not like those pinstripes as Domingo Germán gets warmed up for the
lineup 1 through 5. It's as deep as any lineup. He needs to have the curveball. 4-pitch guy, fast break one.
And we're just about underway at Yankee Stadium. One of the great. Gotta love those powder blues that the Blue Jays are from the crowd as he stands in to start this game. Always have. And there will be extra bases as George Springer has begun the night with a first.
Last series against the Astros gets a first pitch four-seam fast.
For Bo Bichette.
It's in.
Make it.
One of the things Bo's done a much better job than when he's swinging the bat really well, he'll take that ball up.
Bichette with a Volpe. It's the young shortstop calling for. Odds are courtesy of BetMGM as we give you the combined. You know what to do.
Take the over.
As we go along. Here's Guerrero. He's deep. Big swing. Is there anything other?
Strike zone recognition for a guy with as much.
Go the way back. He's at the wall. Let's go. Yankee Stadium. It's the 11th time he has. Third time in the last. In fact, if you go back over the last few years, only Aaron Judge has tortured the Orioles.
It's not a demand for Chapman.
He is pretty much more, so he got rid of it. He's using a toe tap now.
Matter about this manager of the Blue Jays, and you know, kind of the moniker with him was the glove was good, but the back
to Vlad Jr.'s blast.
Yeah, this breaking ball here.
Hope he's not telling us to be quiet. We talk for a living. It's Dalton Varsho standing.
Second base, shortstop, third base, outfield. They're using
Gurriel Jr. And they got Gabriel Moreno, who is a top catching prospect. To the Blue Jays. And he takes ball 4 here. Blue Jays made to get Dalton Varsho, and in the order for Toronto, although Belt has struck out a whole lot.
Felt comfortable to start the season.
16 stolen bases a year ago for Dalton, the pitcher.
A lot of times you'll see when hitters don't fly open, they stay closed to keep that.
Out against the Minnesota Twins, struck out 11. Throw to first. That's 2 now in this plate appearance. So let him go.
Pretty good chance they'll be running here too. Or
Brandon Belt swings for 2 runs. It was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. that they start a 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
I feel this rage in America.
We are in New York City as we see the head-to-head Yankee Stadium last season. Fewer matchups.
Hold on, let's see if I can find the whole complete wrap up of this game. Just give me a second. Let's see if I can find the whole complete video. It's just gonna give me half of it, so let's see if I can find the whole complete one. Hold on a minute. Give me a second.
Leads off the bottom of the 3rd here at Yankee Stadium. Struck out his first time against you. Shot in the 2nd.
You know, there's anything so far early on in the season, McClanahan for the Rays, you're going to see a steady diet of some good left-handed pitching. You can see Kikuchi.
The Judge struck out in a very right down the line. Chapman with a backhand, strong throw.
He'll be a free agent at the end of this year, and I'll be interested to see if the Blue Jays lock an easy backhand for him and a good, strong throw across the diamond.
Imagine Matt Chapman and Nolan Arenado. So he was the shortstop. And that high get ejected from a game because he was a little ornery. Watch out. Boy, 96 on Umcam.
That enticing to a guy like Rizzo.
Here comes Kiermaier.
A lot of people in the game right now think this Blue Jays defense might be as good as any team. He gets a great jump on this ball. Kikuchi Levitt
goes up. Friends at in venue with
coming in and making that play. He's already robbed a couple of home runs. The new dimensions they've.
So ball 4. Reach base probability 100% now. Issued by Kikuchi brings up DJ LeMahieu. But Aaron Boone was quick to point out that LeMahieu spent a lot of last year playing it quite good as they have been to start this year.
Yeah, he was telling us his heart came to spring training, worked out all year, all winter, productive season to get him back near that 300 type of hitter that he is. Swinging a bat. And anytime you try to.
Even with not being completely healthy last glove award in the American League. Runner goes. He was uncontested, but LeMahieu with 2 strikes had to.
Picky? You? Come on, you're not picky. You're just a cook. And you know that quality matters. Paderno, it's a cooking thing.
New Advil Plus acetaminophen fights pain 2 ways by combining 2 trusted pain relievers into 1 tablet.
Had to protect him.
He's off to the races. Most left-handers, they have their mind made up when they come into this.
Torres running again. Throw to second by Jansen. A good one. And out. Gleyber Torres sliding right into the sliding tag of Biggio. New York. And for April weather, it's been a nice week here in New York with the Yankees. The Angels in town, but here's Brandon Belt hooking one toward the corner. Very inviting with that 314 sign. That's.
Yeah, and I think the frustrating part is he's getting some good getting his pitches. He's just missing them.
He strikes out again. That's 21 in 41. Watney, who's standing by with Yankees manager Aaron Boone.
But a struggle a little bit too, so for him to get into one and go the other way with
Out. He went deep in his first at bat. How do you guys game plan so he doesn't do any more damage against you?
View presented by Sage. Aaron Boone talking about the Cabrera homer and the Guerrero his first time.
And what you can't do in that pitch.
Falefa, but he's there to make the catch.
The nice plays the other day against the Angels, both of them coming in.
Liner foul down the line into the corner by Biggio. He's pretty good as a rookie, and it's really not been the same for him since.
Yeah, and if you're John Schneider, you.
Espinal's in there pretty much every time against a left-hander. Whit Merrifield's going. They'd like to get him going. But he strikes out here, and Domingo Germán's on a roll. That's 8-0. Torres was caught stealing. Ghost. We talk about the MLB The Show player ratings and the lineups. Well, this is like.
That's a great shot right there. You can see that Mayhew as he's making a pass at it.
MLB The Show players know. Mayhew lays off the 96-mile. Hooks it to Bo Bichette. It's short. And an easy out.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. seems to thrive in this situation. It's a home run at his first at bat.
Division rival. These guys have been looking forward to series like this for a while. Vladdy things. And
A lifer in the Blue Jays organization as we see Vlad Jr. kind of a half day off. Just over 40 pounds a couple of years ago.
He hit was on a fastball that was away, and you can see in this at bat 2 pitches that
in 2/3. He's ahead of Cabrera, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pretty good fat.
Tijos.
We saw it on ump cam, and now here's from the other view. Five hitters per 9 innings last year. He's cut that down under 2 so far this season. Cloud would take you back to the opposite field home run from Oswald. Now full count with Higashioka on deck. A run. As Cabrera, it's bouncing to Bichette. Bichette can make some errors from time to time. Trying to get to 10 games above 500 already if they win tonight against the Astros.
Braves just got Max Fried off the injured late. Him coming back soon.
One team that's been nearly as well as people thought. Maybe now they will. That Fernando Tatis Jr. is back.
Joe Musgrove had a little incident, dropped a weight on his foot in spring training. He's made it.
As he gets his 5th strikeout. Time now for a weekly Siri trivia question. Just ask Siri. High on that list as he whiffs on a curve from Germán. Doubled his first few hitters.
Been in command.
Springer had been hitless in 20 straight at bats until that double. And he strikes out here against Germán. So
Being left and right. See the slider right here. You can bury one down and away. You see Springer swing right over the top of that one.
sliding behind him, Kiner Falefa gives way. And call field levels here on Apple TV Plus. They're going to let you take a.
Go ahead.
Eric Swanson's up in the Toronto bullpen. It's typical for 4 innings per start last season.
You know, the numbers say, hey, you're John Schneider. If you get to a point where number 99 comes up with a run.
Could be. Good cut and a pitch that was up, but foul.
You go back and you look at some of the great left-handed pitchers, particularly for the. A lot of times for lefties, they get comfortable with some authority on them.
Second base for one. Biggio quick for the fifth. The Blue Jays maintain a 2-1 lead in the Bronx. Number one place for live baseball, real-time highlights and break. Download the MLB app today. Domingo Germán allowed a first-inning home.
It's inside.
In that outing against the Twins, back to the mound. And Germán's retired. They ended up being ejected from that game, not Germán. A little ejected and later suspended for having too much stickiness on his. Scherzer insisting that, like Germán, it was just too much. In the few years they've been doing these hand checks, then Scherzer. For what it's worth, Max did not appeal the suspension. Nice ball four to Matt Chapman, so that streak of 12 straight. So many sons of former big leaguers on this Blue Jays team.
Part of that Blue Jays lineup, a big right-handed bat. Run.
Cue shot off the end of the bat. Peraza goes to second for one. Volpe.
He hit from the left side. You see he's got that first step and he's going.
Hernandez was traded to Seattle for Eric Swanson. Here's a lefty. Branford's going to watch it go. It's a home run for Brent. Trending start where Belt has struck out so much to begin this season. It's 4-1.
Yeah, John Schneider told us before the game he has stood on the plate here and he drives it into the Yankee bullpen.
Year.
We don't believe in outsiders.
He didn't play the final month of last season because high fly ball to left is not traveling far enough as Cabrera makes the move to the bottom of the sixth. Judge with a big cut comes up empty. Kikuchi has allowed.
Maintaining his velocity too. That was a
Johnson, the home plate umpire.
Inside corner, and that ball wraps around when you have to reach for it and bring it back in.
Check swing foul at home.
That change of velocity, the uptick. Pitching with a lot of confidence. He's let
full count on Judge. Kikuchi out of Hanama left. And Kikuchi has struck out Aaron Judge.
You see Judge, those eyes, he's looking at it, thinks it's a
Benders in just 15 at bats.
One of the things you have to do when you're left on left against, almost daring you to bring that ball in. There's a fine line between. You'll see him now with 2 strikes. He'll go into that 2 strikes.
Hitless so far. Dribbler foul from Rizzo. 23 of them have come here in the Bronx.
That was a problem for him on the field. He said he was thinking too much on the mound. He said this.
We hear from Heidi. Rizzo lays off a good pitch in the dirt there.
Sort of deliver the ball with some authority.
Now quickly handed it back to Kikuchi, who has a smile on his face. It's looped right to the second baseman Biggio.
Pushing that fastball inside to the righties, and there he jams Anthony. But you get out front, anything that has a little bit of cut or break to it, and he gets you.
21. Made the All-Star team for the Mariners. That's a foul ball.
Sounds like the Blue Jay. Kevin Gausman, his last one wasn't a very good one, but he's been.
Manoah's walked a lot of hitters. John Schneider's
for Manoah.
I'm sure he'll be pretty jacked to face.
Note, Jose Barrios, his last couple have been much better. He's really did.
Torres, Kevin Biggio has this one.
So there you have it. 6-1 was the final score. I have the next Yankee game, Toronto Yankee game tomorrow, along with the Maple Leafs highlights. That'll be all tomorrow. And stay tuned for a Saturday morning special breaking news report that I just uploaded to go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. The firing of Nick Nurse of the Toronto Raptors. This is Johnny Watts reporting for Johnny Watts Sports Desk. Have a good one. Bye for now.